This time on NTS Adventures.
Tiny again. Tiny. It's really chunky back here. A lot of rock. I've lost at least one prop back here. Mind you, there was a time when I used to putt through here on my main power plant. Never wide open, of course, but one time a couple of years ago, I just got a new quad prop on and I came putting through here and zing. It's a grind, my friends. It's a grind. It's just horrible. It's absolutely horrible. Coming out here in a day of 23, 24 degrees Celsius. Really nice and pleasant temperatures, cool breeze for Maggie. Not catching any fish. It's a grind. It's a horrible grind. Life is good. Yesterday, my friends, was the 15th of June. The 15th of June here in Area 12, meaning the Ottawa River, is a pretty exciting day for most walleye anglers. It's the day that the 40 centimeter maximum slot size comes off, meaning we can catch bigger fish. And we can keep bigger fish. Not suggesting that's going to happen, but it's exciting nonetheless. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to another edition of NTS Adventures. Gorgeous afternoon here in the Ottawa Valley. Maggie and I had lunch, and we decided, hey, let's go out for a couple hours and see if we can't get a couple afternoon walleye. Smallmouth isn't open yet. Not open till I think next Friday. I think it's the 4th Friday of June. So we got a ways to go yet before we get into some smallmouth action. But in the meantime, we're going to fill our days by attempting to catch some over 40 centimeter walleye. Full disclosure, it hasn't been a real good season so far. It hasn't. I think the most significant day I've had since I've been out is maybe an 8 or 10 fish day. Talking to a couple guys at the boat launch when I put in this afternoon. One dude was out since early morning and he struggled. He seemed to be pretty dialed in just based off his gear and the conversation, and he even went down to slip bobbers, which I haven't used a slip bobber in years and years. I probably should. They're pretty deadly when presented correctly. And anyway, so even with the slip bobber, which usually means a very slow, methodical approach, he didn't get any. So it's been tough, but you know what? That's really the icing on the cake, isn't it? Just getting out here and enjoying the day. To me anyway, that's the most important part. However, Maggie and I are going to try and get a couple walleye for supper. Hang in there, everybody. We might be lucky. You never know. As you can see, it's pollen season. Based on the screens here, all this stuff here, that's just interference from pollen. I mean, I've been dialing down my sensitivity all afternoon here, and I keep going down notch by notch. Difficulty with that is obviously as you dial it down too much, you risk missing a fish. But even on the Eagle Eye Live 9 here, I've got my noise rejection on the high, my noise clarity to high, and it's still presenting some major interference. So just got to kind of work with it. It wasn't so bad on the other part of the river where I started today, but now it's gotten quite a bit worse, and it kind of plays havoc on your screens. Yeah, like I said, I can dial this back a bit here and probably go into here and take my contrast back a bit here on the 9. Probably isn't going to change a whole lot anyway, to be honest with you. But anyway, that's kind of where we're at here right now. It's not helping matters, but it is a pretty significant first world problem. Had a hit. I was too busy on my phone. I was too busy. I lost that worm too. Fuck, that was probably a walleye too. Jesus, I gotta go get another one. Hang in there. Oh yeah, they're right there. There's one cruising right there. 8 feet of water. Isn't that crazy? Just missed another one. Jesus. It's a grind, my friends. It's a grind. It's just horrible. It's absolutely horrible. Coming out here in a day of 23, 24 degrees Celsius. Really nice and pleasant temperatures, cool breeze for Maggie. Not catching any fish. It's a grind. It's a horrible grind. It's a horrible grind. There we go. Keep her in place. Just gotta take a little bit off there. Save that piece though. They sometimes come in handy. All right, that's 2 I missed. 2 short strikes. 2 short strikes. Maybe that tail is a little bit long right now, even still. But we'll see. I gotta get back over to that shallower water. That seems to be where they were. The thing I like about this spot, I come back here every now and then. And I come back here for one reason. Most times when I'm back here, I'll see a fella come back. Most often older fellas, like older than me. I know I'm getting old, but older than me. In a tinner. 14, 16 foot tinner with a 9.9, sometimes a 15 or a 20. And I'm like, those are, in my view, those are island people who have cottages on islands. And people who have cottages on islands in this part of the Ottawa River, and there is quite a few, a lot of those people know where the fish are. And I love it. I truly do. You know, there's a part of me that really longs for that period in my life when I used to fish out of tinners. And you just come out and you keep it basic. Maybe a small little hummingbird or lowrance for depth. Handful of jigs and a couple rods. Cruise a day. Fun. I'm just actually looking at one fella here right now as I'm talking to you. It's cool, man. It really is. I'm going to start slinking my way back to a spot I fish here occasionally. I don't come here very often because, well, it's a bit time consuming to get into, for one thing. Not that that's a huge issue, but it can be an issue. And more importantly, it's really, really chunky back here. A lot of rock. I've lost at least 1 prop back here. Mind you, there was a time when I used to putt through here on my main power plant. Never wide open, of course, but one time a couple of years ago, I just got a new quad prop on and I came putting through here and blew a couple fins on her, which is, you know, 300 at the time, 300, maybe 360 in cost. So I don't do that anymore. I just kind of come through here on my trolling motor. But if you look at the map there, it'll kind of give you an idea of where I'm planning on going. So just going to take my time. Once I get out of the shallows here, there's a couple really nice spots. I talked to one fella a couple of years ago. He said when he wants to get his walleye in the spring, I get spring is coming to an end for us. This is the only place he fishes. I haven't done great back here, but I have caught a couple walleye back here. So I'm actually marking fish over here, man. Like lots back right here. That's crazy. It's just right back over there. I think I'm gonna have to go over there. cast into that. I'm going to have to go cast into that, my friends. Got like dozen fish sitting right there. Maybe you guys can come and take a look. Hang on. That's the waypoint I dropped there on the right. But you can see on the right hand side there all those little shadows. Now some of them are rock, the tight ones, but you can pick a couple out in here if you look really closely. A couple that are suspended. So I'm gonna go see what I can do right about here. Pin myself right here and see what happens. Tiny again. Tiny. Encouraging nonetheless, but super tiny. I could see them over there. I was casting into them. Small little hit, but encouraging. We'll give it a go. We'll give it a go for a little bit longer here. See what happens. Hang in there. Well, it's Maggie's favorite part of the day. Hey, Mags? What's Dad got for you now? We're not having lunch because we ate lunch before we came out, remember? So Mom packed you some cheese. You can have some cheese and pepperoni with Dad, okay? You excited about that? All right, you're gonna sit down and you're gonna ask me nice. Okay, let's do this. Come here, my GoPro. That's my GoPro. Let's sit here. You gonna ask me nice? Are you gonna ask me nice? Come on, my girl, you can ask Dad. Yeah, it's our good girl. Yeah, this is your favorite part of the whole day, eh? That's my good girl, eh? Yes, you are. Well, Maggie and I are having a little snack here. If I draw your attention to the map, you guys can see where we currently are. We're just kind of, I guess it would be, sorry, I got a line out here on a rod holder in front of me. I guess we're just kind of south of Ellis Island there. And you can see where I worked my way around the slinkiness that I was talking about earlier. I'm currently where I'm pinned right now, basically be just on the outside of those two small islands there. You guys can see those there. I'm right on the edge of that, and that's kind of flat water in there, shallow flat, and then down here into 17, 18 foot. Right now I'm reading 15 feet. But you can see the path I took into the current earlier there, and I had only no luck, but on the edge of the current I caught that one small pickerel. So we're going to fish here for probably another 25 minutes, and then we might find somewhere else to finish off the day, but they're just not they're not moving, they're not biting, they're not playing. We shall see. Hang in there. Decided to finish the day trolling. Got about another hour left before I'm going to go in, so I'm just going to troll up. This is the kind of the back way, if you will, to the short turn. The beauty of fishing this way, I'm fishing up current, so even when I go into neutral, bring my speed down, that lure is not going to fall. Well, because of inertia and because of the current, that lure isn't just going to fall to the bottom, which is a good thing, because once you start contacting bottom, especially back here, that's when you're going to get into a lot of snags. And I've just been basically watching my depth here. If I know I'm getting a little shallower, I'll just basically speed up just a touch, and so that my jig will come up and get over it. If I'm getting into some deep water or I mark a fish, like I just now did, you can see right there, there's a fish right on the edge there. I'm just going to throw it in the neutral, and we'll drag over top of that and see what happens. So, kind of a, I don't know, for lack of a better word, lazy way of fishing. But I had to get out of the sun, purchase this Bimini cover this year here, and it's making a huge difference. I'm glad we bought it. Anyway, day's almost coming to an end there. Hang in there, everybody. Yeah, that boat's loud, eh, Megs? That's all I got for you guys today. Not so productive on the fish front. One small pickerel. Wasn't even marking a whole lot, but you know what? Look at this day. Big old pieces of cotton candy in the sky. You just want to reach up and grab. Beautiful west wind coming in here. Just perfect temperature. Great day to be on the water. What more can you ask for? Thanks for joining Maggie and I, everybody. We'll see you next time on NTS Adventures. Colin out. Life is good. As you can see, I've dialed it way down here. Just a small little 1/8 ounce jig. I think this is one of the VMC jigs. I can't be 100% certain, but I'm 80% certain. And I like them because, especially when you're using crawlers, I don't know if you guys can pick that up or not. I'll put that on the back of my hand. You can see that little keeper on there. That's really, really nice when it comes to hooking up these crawlers. It keeps them on really well. I've heard other anglers